demons call when they're crawling into rooms of sleep. Winter rooms of sleep. Winter rooms of they foretelling memories, creatures you never see, catch the dozen from the system. When we walk the alley of the old, to where those diffuse shadows underneath that mound of stones that chamber mirror, the evening colored secret window. Was the just an inverted picture of this room's reality? I have witnessed tiny little changes within that darkened, reflected room. Things have altered seemingly in wrongful places of false dimensions. Hypnotized, my soul is waiting. Horrified, my senses fading. The mirror stares into my soul. Suspiciously, I move in closer, and I wave my hand before me. In disbelief, I watch the image of myself yet standing still, staring deep into my eyes. Touch the mirror while I wonder why. In that moment, my reflection grabs my arm and pulls me through to a room that is reversed. My common sense, I feel it burst. The mirror takes what God forsakes. The mirror. The mirror. The mirror. The mirror. The last meal served on silver plates left a taste of cold steel. It's memory.